And oil's volatility, of course, taking a big hit on oil exporters like Russia. And Russia's economy is also struggling with a currency that has been depreciating. The country is dealing with a currency crunch that is impacting living standards for most Russians. And as Julia Lyubova reports, some are now saying the economy may shrink for a second year.
Nikita is a young specialist at an automobile repair company in Moscow. He likes his job and likes the company he works for. However, his salary was recently cut by 17% because his company buys foreign parts, and due to a weak ruble, the demand has plunged, leading the management to cut back on employees' wages.
The first, when I stopped doing it, this is traveling, because when I have to change rubles to another value, so euro, dollars, I think I don't want to do that because it's too expensive. I stopped, like everyone stopped traveling and stopped buying things I don't need.
His company says things will get better when the crisis is over, but nobody knows when that will be. The recent collapse in oil prices has crushed the Russian ruble, but the government says it is nothing to worry about and is trying to downplay the situation.
We don't need any emergency measures. The banking system is stable and calm. It has adapted to the current situation.
The ruble fell to a record low of more than 81% per US dollar this January, surpassing the level reached in December 2014. The drop in oil prices to a 13-year low has put more pressure on the Russian currency.
Oil and gas account for half of Russian government's revenues, and the price of oil has a sizable influence on the performance of Russia's national currency, the ruble, and its value against the US dollar and the euro.
However, some analysts remain optimistic and say the worst is now over.
I see that the ruble already took a heaviest hit. Actually, it's a similar situation compared with last year, when December, January had been a worst period for the currency, mostly because of oil price.
The recent weakness in the economy is hitting ordinary Russians particularly hard. While the government is downplaying the seriousness of the situation, many Russians are tightening their belts for the foreseeable future. Julia Lyubova, CCTV, Moscow.